Honorable Judge, the biggest goal that the feminist movement has in this debate is to fight against the harmful narrative that is pushed by the misogynists in the society. Demonstration of women happen when more and more people believe that women don't deserve the same voice because they don't serve the same duty. So, to propose, our stance is very clear. In countries with male conscription, feminist movement should advocate that female citizens should also bear the same responsibility and treated equally as citizens. However, this doesn't mean that feminists has to be radical. Of course, this has to be gradual process with a lot of negotiation with the government when we demand the government to reform the military system to make it more safer and better for women. Today, I will talk about two arguments as the Prime Minister. First, advocating for the female conscription is essential for fighting against the narrative of misogyny. Second, female conscription empowers women by breaking the harmful deprivation. Then the men are protectors of the society and women are weak. Let's go on to my first argument about why feminism advocating for female conscription is necessary to break the narrative of misogynist. If we look at what's happening in society where gender conflict is very decline, like South Korea, misogynists are trying to discriminate women by calling themselves anti-feminist. One of their main goals to demonize feminists as selfish and greedy beings who only want privilege and who don't want to take any responsibility. Decline. The problem is that such misogynists are expanding their influence by persuading the younger generation. It is no secret that misogynist YouTube channels in Korea has more than millions of followers, most of them being young Korean. This decline. The single biggest argument that they use to persuade people into joining misogyny is by telling young men that they should be angry because male conscription is reverse discrimination. What narrative does this create? It creates a notion that women don't serve their duty decline their duty for national security and hence they don't deserve equal social voice as the male citizen do. Then how do we counter this narrative? We can do this by asking for the same duty and same rights. Breaking the logic of the misogynist narrative is very important order to prevent the whole society from joining misogyny. It is not coincidence that the countries like Norway and Sweden, where there have equal conscription for both gender, are also the countries with the highest ranking for gender equality, who have the most public support for humanism. Feminism. Now, let's go to my second argument. This argument is all about giving power to women by changing the way we are perceived as different genders in society. Particularly about views women are weak beings that should be protected by men. What is the nature of military? Military is a state organization that protects the country and citizens from the enemies. Therefore, if only men are conscripted become soldiers and women are not. It creates a belief that men are strong guardians while women are subject of protection because they are weak and helpless. This harmful societal participation is something that feminism movement have been trying very hard to break throughout the history of feminism. The price that women are paying to this protection they didn't ask for, it is simply too huge. Feminist movement proudly declare are not for us, the society force all us to think a huge step forward to promoting feminism. We're happy.
Judge, would you like to live in a world where we don't have a real protection? Freedom is not given to these women to actually join and it's pulled away by the family. Judge, this is a world you can live in if you vote for the other side. So, straight to our criteria. Judge, our criteria is to achieve a world where the protection is real, balance of great mental state, and freedom is given. Judge, the definition of conscripted means to not give them a choice of going to the military, Judge. In this motion, Judge, stakeholders are the women, men, and soldiers, and more. So those three stakeholders are our mains, and the principle for our case is that in our world we like to achieve real protection. We like to achieve freedom for these women to actually join the military, and we like to achieve their families coming together. So, Judge, figure to our first reason. Our first reason is women's physical strength. Judge, the fact that women are not as strong as men are true. Let's be real. If you ask a woman to actually lift a dumbbell that's 30 kilograms, and if you ask a man to lift a dumbbell that's 30 kilograms, of course the man would do it better just because, as the data states, 73% of men work out. About 32% of women work out. Judge, as you can see, some women are actually strong, but mostly men are strong, right, Judge? The burden that we're giving to the opposition side, to the proposition side, is that how can your side give us real protection, Judge, and guarantee protection, as our side gives you guaranteed protection with men and letting women choose to go, right, Judge? The evidence in our case for this first reason is a scenario that let's pretend that there's a woman named Rachel. Let's pretend that there's a man named Bobby Bob. Let's say that Bobby Bob works out every single day, and the woman named Rachel works out twice a week. George, the fact that women work out less it's the evidence that women work out less because women have other things to do rather than being here to work out. They have to do the like generally girly stuff, just as like nails and things like that. We're not creating stereotypes. We're just saying the truth. The impact of this would give us a not protection for society. So just the second reason is freedom. So our assertion is let's give you a choice. The positive rights apply to women, right? But for men, this is different because before the positive rights were made, men were already conscripted to come to the military, and men are okay to come to the military as they're not the same gender, George. They are all qualified to go to the military, right? And our reasoning is they still have the right to join on our side. We're not saying that they cannot join on our side. We're saying that we're giving them a right to join to our side. On our side, we give them freedom to give the right to join the military. However, we're not forcing them to go get ripped out of the family, which our DPM will talk more about later. And we still give the option of letting them join. Again, I repeat, we still give the option of letting them join. So we give the benefit of the other side and our side too, by the option and freedom, Judge. The impact this can give us is a world where freedom is served to the woman, and if we're not conscripted to go ripped out by the family, reason will be explained by the LO to right to rebuttal. They could create a stereotype, but the stereotype, sure, it creates a stereotype. However, it might not be true, Judge. The stereotype that women are girly, but let's face it, it's reality a little bit, Judge. And thank you for listening to my speech.
Educator, I still believe that THBT in countries where men are conscripted, the feminist movement should advocate for the conscription of women as well. We think that the opposition side does not provide enough reason to explain why it's generally wrong for the feminist movement to take a united strategy and vote to combat its discrimination. Now, before I move on to my argument, let us go on to my rebuttal. Honorable Dedicator, Kim opposition said that we will not be giving them the girls' rights if we let them go, if we force them to go to the military. But yes, we might not, but we believe this is not true. Why? Honorable Dedicator, sometimes don't you think that sometimes girls want to prove to boys that they are good as boys too? Why not are they? Is that their fault that they were born as a girl? No, it is not their fault. They want to prove that they are strong to the boys. Now, opposition team also said that girls work out less because they are busy. Well, we totally disagree because girls don't just do stuff. Don't just stay in the house doing chores all day. Sometimes they also want to play
I mean, sometimes play sports outside. And now let me move on to our team's last and final argument. Our team's final argument is that increasing the sheer amount of female presence in the military leads to better protection of women from several objectifications. Firstly, the protection of the women within the military. Increased female presence motivates the state to create a better system to protect women with the military from the dangers of the sexual crimes. This is because the majority of female citizens will automatically become interested in creating a safer system, as it will directly affect their own protection. Secondly, the protection of women within society would generally improve. We have understand that the military is packed with young men right now. These men have lived together with some time without human interaction. Naturally, the military becomes one of the misogynistic echo chambers where young men are culturally educated to think of women as sexual objects and inferior beings. Having actual communication between male and female genders with an organized and strict goal of protecting the nation allows humans to humanize each other and work together in both professional and personal interaction. Honorable Judicator, our team has told you one last strong argument, and honorable Judicator, our team believes that the that women are just as strong as boys, and this goal can to make this goal come true. This goal can only be received in the government side. Thank you for listening.
Honorable Judge, do you want to live in a world where women can just go to military with men? Judge, imagine you were that woman going to the military. How would you feel? How would you act in the military? Before moving on to our team's last argument, I'm gonna do a rebuttal about our opposite side. Okay, their first like argument was about something necessary. They say about like misogynist, but I I don't get why the stakeholder of this motion is the misogynist, and also they didn't explain exactly what's a misogynist. So like it can obviously confuse you to judge. Now, moving on. The third argument was about increase of soldier like females and also young men. But judge, of course, it might increase, but how do you know if they're gonna do well on there? Like our first speaker said, she said that women are kind of weak. Their period, etc. But judge, letting them grow more soldiers, but the women, including men, we don't know how they're gonna do well because women are also weak to move on like strong men. Now, moving to our last and final argument. Our last argument is about family. Jen, what is the woman's greatest role? Their role is to take care of family. Jen, women joining the military, who's gonna take care of the family? Judge, the problem say about what if they live alone, but judge, they still have their parents. Judge, the stakeholder of this motion is part of family, is also including family plus soldiers. Let's think about family in this situation. Okay, so judge, like I said before, they have their roles. Judge, let's think a female was a mother. Let's right, but we can't trust a babysitter for 4 years, right? Like military, like staying in the military is about military service about 4 years. But we can't trust the babysitter for 4 years, right? So they shouldn't go to the military in the first time because we aren't able to like believe the babysitter. Like imagine you have a child, okay, but you are gonna let that child stay alone with a stranger that she or she that doesn't even know. What are you gonna do? You really want to take care of that child, but you need to go to the military. And let's say you are alone, let's say, and you have only parents, right? We are going to leave them alone for 4 years. Judge, again, that 4 years, you can't meet your parents. How do you feel, Judge? Like, females are more sensitive, like with emotions, like the first speaker said. They're going to have the miss of their parents, of their family too. Just for this whole reason, because of their family, be a good decision to not letting them go to the military. This impact of this motion also includes their stress, which mostly talk about mental health. Just like I said in my second reason about leaving them alone. Just you can't miss your parents, right? That means you're gonna have stress in the military, so you're gonna have strong time in the military. Just
You've muted yourself. Just hit unmute. You'd only muted yourself for about 5-10 seconds. Just unmute and keep going.
I'm so what?
You had unmuted yourself, but just for a little bit, so just keep going.
My first keep going. Okay. So the impact of this motion is about stress, including mental health. Judge, like I said in my in my second reason, I said about you're gonna miss your family because you're gonna stay there in 4 years, right? But judge, this includes stress because you're going to miss them one time, right? One time or more. So judge, so in the classroom, we're just letting them live in the military service. I mean, in the props role, we're just gonna let them be in the military and not see their families, which is gonna affect their mental health plus their feelings, Judge. Judge, how do you feel? In conclusion, I've never been proud to oppose. Thank you.
Up to the deputy leader of the opposition in this debate, we still have not heard a good reason to deny the woman's active participation in the military. Just because there are harms and danger for women to go to the military does not explain that the feminist movement should oppose the conscription of women. Before I move on to my two clashes, I might rebut to what the deputy leader of opposition said. The deputy leader of opposition had said, the women's care the baby. But if women go to the military, there will be no one to care the baby. But our team thinks that this is not right because we have dad. But if dad is at the military too, we can invite grandma and grandfather too. They're not strangers, right?
Relative.
And also, there could be relatives and cousins. Decline. Moving on to my first clash, which side reflects the interests of the feminist movement better. This clash is important because both sides conceded that the feminist movement pursues to provide better opportunities for women, promoting gender equality, decline, combating discrimination, and empowering women. We prove that our team does this better for the following reasons. First, our argument advocates for decline for equal rights and responsibility for men and women, aligning with one of the core principles of feminism. By pushing for female conscription where it already exists for men, you're advocating for equal treatment under the law, which is a fundamental goal of feminism. Second, our team stands address the harmful narratives, stereotypes, decline, perpetuated by anti-feminist groups, such as the notion that women are unfit for military service or that they don't care about national security. By advocating for female conscription, we are challenging these decline, discriminatory beliefs and promoting the idea that women are capable and deserving of the same opportunity as men.
This is the last chance, ma'am.
Declined. Moving on to my second clash. My second clash is which side provides better protection for women? This clash is important because both sides ultimately want to provide better protection for women. While the end goal sounds similar, the government team achieves these better for the following reasons. First, our argument highlights how increasing the presence of women in the military can lead to better protection against the sexual objectification and crimes within the military itself. This demonstrates a commitment to addressing issues of gender-based violence and discrimination, which are central concerns for the feminist movement. Secondly, when women are included in the military through conscription, it incentives the government to create a safer environment within the military itself. As both clashes articulated to achieve the goals of feminist movement better, it is evident that at this point, the feminist movement should support the female conscription. Thank you.
Do you want to live in a world where women don't have freedom? No. So therefore, you should vote for ours. So moving straight on to the rebuttals. The other side is like one of their arguments was like stop discrimination, but we still have respect, but we should still have respect to women's freedom of speech, which is one of the basic rights, one of the principal rights of humans. And also applies to humanity. So second, even if the case was exactly 100%, even in the alleged utopia, they can't even achieve the fundamentals of freedom, which they can't even dream to achieve of. Okay, so they said we are not giving women freedom to join the military, but define freedom. It's literally giving women a chance. It's just stating that women are weak, but if they want to and strong enough, we also didn't say that women are always weak, right? So our first speaker also, and also yeah, just define freedom just and also the previous speaker has stated about like the clashes were like feminist movements who benefit like those people like something like but we didn't say 100% engagingly in that part, but in the spectrum of women. So moving on straight on to my clashes, who benefits the woman more? That we ourselves because why? Why? That would be because we make a world where women can have more freedom, which helps the women to have their own freedom. So and also the basic rights. Also, there would be a factor that will help and prevent women's mental health. Because if for the women that go to the gym and are good at physical things, they can go to the military. Like if they want to, even with people. Look, George, we are making a world where there is freedom, not making women go to the military mandatory. So this will make more freedom of speech, the basic rights of women that isn't forced to be violated like men, like but not like instances like men who have mandatory job to go to the military in cases of South Korea and other countries like Singapore, like in the info slide. This will make a more happy world for a woman, and as they can also take care of their baby or their elves. This will make a world where it will benefit. It will also benefit society, like and family, like as I will say in my second class. So because it helps women very much. That's why we can know humanity chose men to be constricted, not women. So, however, the other side has stated that they can't stop discrimination. However, it's the woman's choice to join the military or not. You're the ones that are forcing, not us. Now moving on to the second class, which is who benefits the family more. That we also ourselves because they can get more care from their mother or daughter. This will help achieve more friendship between families. Judge, if you think we only support family, that's not, but not, country is not true. by not going to the military means many things. What are many things that I'm talking about? It is all about financially helping their family. This would help both sides of the parties. This would be good for both sides of the family. In our world, we would help so many families, and also it will affect their child in their world because they wouldn't be able to see their parents, and also um and also because like the military is not missing so many people to fight with, so it's not really necessary also. Thank you for listening to my speech. Judge, would you like to live in a world where women are overworking? Freedom is not given to these women for actually joining the military, and family complex is happening. Judge, this is a world you can live in if you vote for the other side. So basically, I like to answer 3 questions today. Why we won, why we lost, and why we won the central class. So why did we win? Well, we provide more benefit to the stakeholders, right? We give A, women not overworking. B, freedom to these women and society to actually join. C, we give a woman the choice to stay with their family. There's why is this important? Well, for point A, we women are not overworking. Oh, under that, first of all, women should not be overworking just because most people shouldn't be overworking, right? And B, judge, woman woman overworking is different with men, because um as sorry, as most religious things said, that women are sorry, scrap that. Women are not overworking, right? Judge, it's just really self-explanatory. They shouldn't be working hard. Judge, B, as feminism is a big topic, right? Judge, freedom should be there for women to join, right? Judge, and C, family dyslexia. Judge, family should be more important than serving the military or serving your country, right? Basically, we're blaming family of over the fact of serving your country. And so number two, why they lose? They didn't engage. They didn't rebut arguments. That means they agree. B, they didn't take any POIs, even though we asked countless. C, they don't weigh which side is better. And they also said they said they can help with family. However, they didn't prove their reason. B, we help family better because in our world, we don't rip women out of their family. C, we give them a better mental health state, right, Judge? And Judge, moving to why we won the central class. The central class in this debate was which side benefits stakeholders more. Judge, of course, it's the opposition side. Opposition side, we give you the fact that women are not overworking. We give you the freedom for women to actually join when the other side is trying to achieve to actually let women join the military, we give them that option too. And judge, see, we give them the see, judge, we give them the see, judge, we I'm so sorry. See, judge, we give them the um Judge, we give them the fact to stay with their family. Judge, which side do you like more? Of course, it's our side, right? Their side just gives you it's necessary, and their side gives you more soldiers. Judge, isn't our side more beneficial to families and all the stakeholders are listed? Thank you for the entire speech.
Honorable dedicator, our team will never believe that the girls should not be able to go to the military. That is an example of that of this motion. Well, the opposition team said that girls' rights we would be taking away the girls' rights if we send them to the military, but this is not true. Like the Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister said, some girls want to prove themselves to the boys. And also, we think if the military is not strong, then their family can be, there might be danger all the people in the citizens. And also the opposition team said that if boys and girls work together, boys and girls are in the same military, then they might not do a good job. Well, we totally disagree because because in the military, one side. Women, most of the women are weaker than men, but that doesn't mean that they're tough. They are very. Some women have good spirit and they're very strong. So I think that a lot of women can go to the military, and like the our government would said, whenever if that woman has a baby or a child, then the father, grandparents, or the close relatives can take care of his or her. Honorable Judicator, the opposition team has failed to achieve their side of the arguments. Meanwhile, our team was able to prove to you that our team is responsible, and we make sure that the girls are not to be overlooked. Honorable Judicator, I have told you our team's reasons for why we believe that government team takes this debate home. Thank you.